Hello, ladies. Happy Wednesday. Hello, hello. And how are you doing? Today, I want to talk about the money gate. So there is a lot of intense energy right now in the field. And I always look at the things and in our business through the lens of human design. So I know there are a lot of new women in my world. So welcome to all of you who are new here. I'm Ginger Susanne. I am a splenic projector 6-2, and I would love to say hi to you. If you're watching this live, say hi in the comments, and also let me know, what human design type are you? What is your type? What is your authority? What is your profile? So that I get to know you a little bit more. And then the second question, hi Monica, hi Flavia, hi Caroline. I'm here on both worlds, here on Instagram. Hi Lena. And then I'm here also in my Facebook group. So if you're not yet a member of my free group, I would love to invite you to join us. You can message me for the link. I go live in there a lot, and a lot of new things are coming. I'm so excited to talk about this week's energy, and I'm kind of going a little bit into the actually end of the year energy. So this week we have, we're having some new ones. So from Belgrade, joining, hello, Liliana. Also a 6-2 splenic projector, amazing. So happy to have you here. And my second question would be, exactly, Fenya, hi. I'm a 5-1 money gen with an emotional authority and also an activated gate 14. That is my second question. So how do you find your human design type? So you can go to my humandesign.com or to go to jovianarchive.com and check out. You need your birth time, your location, and your date. And then you can come back later. And I would say stay on here, listen first, because the replay will be brought up in the Facebook group, not here on Instagram. Hello, Marielle. Hi, everyone. So the money gate, it's actually not called the money gate, but it's kind of the original gate name is different, but it is known as the money gate. And that's why I thought, let's talk about this. Money is always my favorite thing to talk about, especially for me, as I have a entrepreneur channel. This is about building your business aligned with your human design. So money is a thing, right? Tell me who has it defined. It is in the sacral. It is the gate 14. It would connect you to your G center. And so right now, whether you have it defined or you have it undefined, you will get a sense of this energy. I have it defined, but I am a projector. So that means I have an open sacral. I have 2, but not 14. Amazing, Liliana. So now you will feel the channel that is now activating your chart in a totally different way. And I will tell you a little bit how you're going to feel that even more. For me as a non-sacral, and for you, if you are not a sacral being, you will feel now more energy in your chart, which helps you to execute and steer into a new direction in your life and in your business. So this energy is this week. So we are in line 2 today. So there always, the sun goes through each gate. Hi, Wendy. I have gate 14 activated, Monica. Wow. Okay. And Monica is a generator. So you have it even like this should feel like home for you if you're working in alignment. And if you're not, if it does not feel like home to you, you're going to learn how to harness this energy. So first, before I go deeper into the energetics of this gate, I will also talk about the astrology with the upcoming eclipse and the full moon on Friday. And my question is, how do you feel it already? Do you feel it already, the intense energy rising at the beginning of this week? So today is Wednesday. And at the beginning of the week, a lot of things already kind of came up. Intensity, intense energy in a positive way. So I always say the universe is moving you, the energy that is coming through the field, the neutrinos that are coming through the field onto the earth through our physical body are reprogramming our body. And here's the thing, the more you are already in alignment, the higher your frequency is, the more clean your body is, the more clean your energy is, the more you have done your shadow work, your wound healing, your inner work, your limiting beliefs out of fear frequency, out of lower frequency, the more positive you will harness this energy, and the neutrinos will activate even more higher frequency. But it also, whatever you hold in your system that is not serving you to move forward in alignment with your purpose, with your design, in the direction that you're meant to go in this world, you will be shown right now what needs to be looked at, what needs to be aligned, adjusted, the inner work, the deconditioning work, so that you live your alignment, live your design, live it successfully, step into your purpose, and become prosperous through it. Now, what does it mean? It sounds amazing, right? But actually it is actually deep work, and it's not easy. And if you are an entrepreneur and want to build a business, it's like a pressure cooker that you are in anyways in business. I just had a call with my mentor before this call, and I always say it, but not right now, when scaling to multiple six figures, or actually my first six-figure month, scaling to that level, everything gets even more amplified in terms of you will be faced with all your shit that you cannot bring to your next level. And that is actually, hold on, what is happening here? So my boxer is going on. And I gotta stop this really quickly. So, okay. Always connecting with my clients. I love it. Am I back? Okay. I hope I did not lose. Hello. Okay. And video no cancel. Oh, Instagram is popping the different filters. I tell you, technology, however, we go with it. Fenia says, yes, had a kind of down before, and when this week started, it slowly changed and I felt better, more energetic. So this is positive. Hi, beautiful. 14.3 in my personality, Earth. Okay, Anna, amazing. So, no, Lena, I just got a call, so it's all good. It's not you. Okay, so when it comes to entrepreneurship and your next level, it is even packed, even more packed. It's like a pressure cooker that you get shown everything that is standing in between you and your next level, what you want to create, the mission that you have, your next level of income, of impact, of self-expression of who you are. Now, what's going to happen over the next weeks is that there is this, it feels like being on a tightrope Last week, it was maybe a little bit lower energy, then you feel a little bit better. A lot of emotions will come up. Things that are coming from your past. Things that are holding you back to moving in the right direction. Because gate 14 is all about direction. It's not only the money gate, but because it is moving up the energy in our chart, it is in the sacral, which is a motor. Yeah, it is mainly here, even though it says it is a money gate. I don't know. You can watch me in the Facebook group. I'm in the Facebook group as well. If the audio is, I think it's better in there, you can go. Okay, so I don't know what's going on here, but you can join me in the Facebook group, okay? Thank you for letting me know. I don't know. I'm so sorry that the internet connection is a little bit off. Let me know if it gets better. Otherwise, join me in the Facebook group, okay? Can you give me a heads up in the Facebook group if the audio and video is okay? Or is it my Wi-Fi? Before I start to continue talking and talking and talking and you cannot hear me. Yeah. Okay. So even though it is called the money gate, what it actually implies or what it means by this is, all good, Wendy, thank you so much, is that there is a potency, a potential in the field right now with the astrology, but also with the human design that will, if you harness this energy, if you're working in alignment, if you work on your inner shadow, if you don't lean into the fear, if you really take action from your next level self, don't overthink it, lean on in. Like entrepreneurship, it's all that. It is jumping before there is a net, jumping before you even know that you have a parachute, jumping because you know you cannot go back. And this is exactly the energy that I feel right now. And please let me know in the comments if it resonates with you. You have, Danielle, thank you. Okay, Lena is here. I'm happy. Thank you. So you have a vision, you have an idea where you're heading. And then there is this pull that kind of pulls you either off track or you get stuck in overthinking and questioning what if or the doubt. And then you still have this movement forward, this pull forward of, yeah, but I know this is meant for me. I know there is more. I know I cannot wait anymore. I cannot waste time and a day and sitting and waiting until this year ends and then start my next projects next year. This is something I want to talk about today because that's a no-go for entrepreneurs to say, oh, I just think I let this year just end and take it slow and then we start again next year. This is old. This is timelines of a matrix that you actually want to step out of, but I will talk about that in a second. So what you're feeling maybe, or this is normal as an entrepreneur, that you feel navigating two worlds, navigating the worlds of, I don't fucking know how to do this, but I know what I know, the certainty that I have is that I have to do this. I have to do this. I cannot go back. The certainty is this is what I don't want. And there's a certainty in me that I know I'm meant for more. I know I have to do this. I know there's a bigger vision. Yes, say yes in the comments if this resonates with you. And then you feel like being in between. This is how I feel, like either on a tightrope and you kind of, whoa, you try to really find your balance. And entrepreneurs and be really successful woman leader have to, if you want to scale beyond $50,000 per month, euros per month, if you want to be very successful, have a multiple six-figure year, million and earn millions. Like, I'm talking to that kind of woman because I am that kind of woman and I'm working with that kind of woman. She does not settle for, oh, I'm good with 10K, thank you. I just, that's fine. I'm fine. Fine is not so Michelle, if you want to join the Facebook group, the internet connection is better there, but I can also try to go out and come in back here. Let me just say. So that did not work. Yes, I feel the bigger vision, but I can't put a finger on what there is to do. So the thing is, you feel the bigger vision, that's enough, okay? If you feel the bigger vision, that is enough. You don't need to know how this bigger vision looks in a result, as an end result, because the how is gonna be shown in the now. The how is always, how can I trust my intuition and my authority more? So on what is there to do is tuning in and feel where do you feel the pull as the next step? What is it that something needs to come through you? And this is what lights you up. What is it that you feel as a generator, especially, you respond to things all the time? And you tune into your next level self and see and feel, what does she want? What is the context of your life? What is the bigger life that she wants to live? Like, are you waking up? Do you wake up in the morning and you see exactly the life that you have envisioned? If not, and for me it is yes, this and even something better, then you know, okay, what do I need to do? What do we need to clean up? What am I not available anymore? And then doing it every day in those micro moments, micro decisions every day to change your life, that then aligns more with what you want, and also the standards that you want to live by. And I'm actually moving away from this term of next level self, because I just told my mentor, I believe we are her already. If you have this feeling, if you have the vision, if you feel the pull, then she's inside. If you feel let's bring some numbers on. What is your next level income goal? Put it in the comments. If you put the number that you put now in the comments, for me, it is 100K. I'm very open with numbers. I have a defined heart. I own it. Money is a game for me. I love money. I love the numbers. I am in love with it. It's a healthy energy. I have healed my relationship with money because I totally detached from it. And so when we want money freedom, if you want financial freedom, you need to learn how to break the dependency on money. Okay, so the number that comes up here, Danielle and Eva, Lena, so what is stopping her from materializing? It is about doing the work every day, getting better at what you're doing, having a mentor who can help you understand what it takes to build that business and to become the woman. It is actually what you're doing and compounding it, but you just started. It is what it is. It is starting. And there's so many things I want to talk about big money, big numbers, big manifestations. And because we're already talking about the numbers here, I have downloaded. That's exactly how, like Eva said, how do we know what the next step is? It's in those moments of being it in that energy of, okay, I want to create something, and then you make space for the ideas to come through. And usually on my yoga mat, things are hitting me about messages that the universe and God wants me to share. It is something bigger that works through us. But if you're overthinking, if you're in fear, if you're in questioning yourself, and if you're leaning into false timelines like months, years, or timelines that mean you have to do this first, you have to hit your 5K first, and then your 10K, and then 15K. No, it doesn't. That's false. You can have your 5K and then the biggest download and inspiration, you create a program and you're so excited because that's expression magnetism. Oh, there's so many things I want to talk about, which is not the energy update, but I tell you, I cannot not talk about it. You see me doing this being fully tapped in, turned on. This is what I want every woman to feel, because this is the how. Then you create something, and your magnetism, your excitement, your like everything, when you're so all in onto your creations, onto your message, onto what you want to create, people will be drawn to you. And you're now kind of hanging on my lips like, what is she doing? What is she talking about? Yes, so I'm talking about my new free event. It came through yesterday. I finalized the last pieces that needed today. And so I already dropped a hint in the Facebook group. If you saw it, it's about big money. It's about big money, big month for big women. Women who feel a bigness inside of her, and she's now ready to bring it out. And big money asks you to be much bigger than the level that you're playing at. And you actually know how the bigness inside of you, how that feels. Yes, drop yes in the comments if you feel this bigness. And this bigness does not fit in a box. And so I have created, downloaded, put together a transmission. It will be energy, it will be strategy, it will be 5 codes that got me to 500K, the big money goals, the big money months. And these principles, these codes, I will share with you, and I will activate actually the woman in you, the bigness in you that brings up. And there will be one thing that I will share that changed everything, that got me from the 30K month consistently to now the 77 and nearly 80 months. And if you want to join this free activation, it's called a Big Money Masterclass, 5 codes to 500K. And it is for big women with a big vision, with a big mission, with a big pull. Then this is for you. So put big money in the comments. And then this is important because it is for action takers. This is what I teach in my world. It is, you have to take action. You put big money in the comments, and this is your declaration to the universe. I'm ready for big money. And then you will message me on Instagram or on Facebook. Just send me big money as the message, the name, big money, and you will get the link. Why I do not put the links in the comments, or why do I not put it, just post it and say, yeah, here, go for it? Because I want you to want it. Most of you have a undefined heart. Most of you have a low frequency of a defined heart. And so we need to charge up your defined heart of wanting. I want you to be okay to want more, to be okay with saying what you want. And now something bigger takes over. I did not want to talk about this, but you see me, I'm now tapped on, and something else is working through me. The reason why women, only 1% of the women making actually 6 figures. That just is like 1% going in this industry are 6 figures, and then even less than 1%, multiple 6 figures and millions. And I'm here to change that. And the reason why is it's mostly the defined heart, or the open heart. That is the entrepreneur, that is the money center. Let me know, do you have it open? Do you have it defined? And usually I feel that a lot of women are blocked around the wanting, the desire, the bigness that she have, being okay and unapologetic around this. And that is my design, that's my purpose. This is what God wanted me to share with you, to be the projection field as a projector, to show you as a role model, line 6, that it is okay to want more and to always want more as an ambitious woman. I am very, very happy and super proud and where I am right now, but there's also more that I know is waiting for me, and it's coming, and that's why I'm unstoppable. But I'm also so excited creating it. And so to answer Eva's question, It means the how, it doesn't matter. The how is actually the only moment that you have is in the now. And the question is, who do you choose to be? It is either consciously or unconsciously, you are choosing your little girl or your big woman, your big boss lady who's ready to make the big money. And she's all in on her vision. And here's the thing, girls, women, not even girls, ladies. The moment you get off this live stream and you look up and you see your family and your husband and all the people who think you with your big vision, they maybe don't even know your big vision, but you think so they will not understand me. They think I'm crazy. Or husbands are jealous about your power and envious about your dedication. There are people in your world who really fight for their littleness. Can you resonate with that? Do you know those people who are pretty damn good in being okay and fine with mediocrity? And here's the thing, there is always the biggest block between you and what you want is actually, nobody talks about this. The awareness that you have that you're playing smaller than you could. That is the biggest block. So it's not, you're not the woman who's not aware. You're very smart. You're very aware about the bigness, and you're very aware that this is not it. This doesn't match this. And you're also very aware about the moments where you shrink and settle and play small. And for me, having awareness and acting not accordingly and still doing it is way worse than people who are sitting in their delusions and just so conditioned and are not aware of it. And I've been there, and I work on it every day, because this is even worse, right? So it is okay that we have this awareness, and then we got to do something about it. And this comes now back to the gate 14. When we feel now there's more drive over the next weeks, next days, 6 days, there is a portal, there is a, yes, it's frustrating. It gets you into your not self. Projectors get bitter. All your sacreds get really frustrated. Manifestors get angry. It makes you frustrated. And then your inner children come up and you judge yourself, and then you feel bad, right? All these things. And it was even worse. And judging yourself is not productive. So what is happening this week? And I always say, you choose. Like, today is the only day we have. Today is the only day we have, right? Today is the only day. There is no tomorrow, because no tomorrow will not come. If you think you have to wait for a certain circumstance, if you have to wait, oh, I don't do any new project this year. I mean, we have still 6 weeks to go, and people are already saying, oh no, I'm good with this year. I wait until next year. I just integrate and calm down. That's not my people. Because I do not count in matrix timelines. The new year, do you know when the new year starts? On December 21st. And the human design new year actually starts in January. Astrology new year is December 21st. And for me, as an Aquarius, as a visionary, as the left angle cross of the Alpha, with my Sun Gate 41 as the bringer of a vision felt through emotions and that activates you in your highest potential. Did you feel what I just did? I asked you about your big vision and about your bigness. That's my design. And the last 2 days, I was sitting every night here and doing incarnation cross readings within myself. I did a reading for my mentor, because as leaders, it is super important to know how you're going to activate people, because it is not anymore about selling your offers. It is about you activating the woman in your client that you want to work with. It has nothing to do. It's totally different marketing and sales that I'm now living, breathing, teaching, and that you're going to learn in the Big Money Masterclass. Back to gate 14. Gate 14 is about direction. This week is, I would say, setting you up for 2022. So if you choose to not use this potential of drive and really create the momentum that you want, you're actually letting certain things pass by, and 2022 gonna look however it's gonna look. You create this. So there is a drive at the moment in the field for new directions in your life, in your business, and in your finances. And yeah, I don't know, Emily, I'm so sorry. The end, I already heard this, that there's a lot of problems. Are you in my Facebook group, Design for Success? I'm on there as well, and the connection is better. I don't know what Instagram is doing. I'm so sorry. So let me just, I was talking about the direction financially and business-wise. And it is not about what makes me most money. Money, so here's the thing. What do you think? I already kind of start teaching the Big Money Masterclass. Do you feel how much excited I am about that? The code's already pouring through. So money is just the thing. I don't have any money here, but it's just the result. There are different aspects to it, and I'll talk about this on Tuesday, next Tuesday. I have to hold back. So good, so good. Are you excited? I am super excited. So the money cannot be the goal because it is the result. So what do you need to focus on is what is fulfilling, so that when it comes to your life purpose, when it comes to you living your alignment, it's all about you feeling good, you feeling excited, you feeling expansive, you feeling lit up, you feeling good, you're feeling satisfied sacrals, you're feeling successful projectors, you're feeling surprised reflectors, and you're feeling at peace manifestors. How this looks for you is different, but you know this feeling. And your work, and you as a woman, and I had this conversation with my mentors, as women, there is no such thing. If you really want this business, if you really, really want it, and that's why I say you are all too low frequency in your heart center. Because if you really, 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 really want this, there is more passion, fire, drive, and more I'm all in. I don't lean in, I don't lean in, I don't lean in. I don't just say and call it a day as this year. There are women now who are feeling this, oh, there's a new direction. So I'm restructuring my offers. I have such an incredible download today about a new mentorship program. I have this new masterclass. I know my next level client. I just hired. So this week is also about investing in your future, in your further direction. So now with this window from this week until going into next week, it is super beneficial if you're investing now into education, mentorship, like really investing your time and energy in something hi Georgina, into something that moves you forward into the direction that you want to go, 2022 will be amplified. You will experience 2022 for sure, but how do you want to experience it? So this is about fulfillment. This is about your desires. This is about you creating your life and going into the direction that you want. And then, and this is the gate. This is the sacral energy, and you have more consistent energy right now, even if you're non-sacral, to create that momentum into the right direction. It goes into your G center so that you find your true identity. The G center is all about identity. Do you feel in the comments, by the way, are you still there? I don't see any comments. And I don't know how many people are online, but just to wake you up, I asked you a question. Do you feel like an identity shedding right now? Like, I feel like a snake kind of shedding a skin. And then I'm walking in between this, okay, this is my old self, and she always shows up and she wants to convince me. And sometimes she sneaks in, but my true self, which they call next level self, my true self, which is your alignment, yourself, and this old thing that you were is your not self, which you haven't, this is not you. So whatever you have done in the past, whoever you were in the past, you can let go of her. You don't have to judge her. You don't have to think about why haven't I done this or why have I done this wrong. It was not you. And this shifted so much for me, and I could take the pressure off. I'm like, okay, I have some shit to clean up here, because the consequence of this not self theme and not self that I was is not what I want to live in my reality. And so I have to clean up some things. I take radical ownership of what I did, of my consequences, but I know I can handle anything. I have support. I hired even another support. I am the owner of my life. I'm the creator. I'm the leader. I know that I'm an exception. And I know that I work with exceptional women who also see themselves as a leader. Actually, they feel called to lead, but you don't fully see yourself as a leader. And I'm here to model that, so that I give you permission to fully own that. The permission that I give the women that work with me to fully be herself, to fully live this bigness, to get to fuck the box, like I said to Monica, and to not give a shit anymore. Because to be honest, how old are you? How old are you? Put it in the comments. How old are you? How many years have you given more fucks about what they think than your parents, your children, your husband, anyone outside of you, than yourself? Hope, hi Hope, good to see you. Pena, 26, 37, 39, 47, 54. I love it. I am not, so I don't, just to say, no judgment about these damn numbers, because I do not work in timeline. I only work in time. And that's the same with abundance. So don't give this 44, Lena. I love this number. It's in my incarnation cross. So no wonder that we are working together. So I would say -7, -6 years, and then take the rest. You cared too much, or even less. You can tell me, how many years have you cared too much about what others think of you? And how many years? So for me, I would say the first, when is my first memory? Let's tune in for a moment. Maybe much too long, definitely. See how hard it is. where you felt fully free, fully okay to be all of you. Yeah, Fenya, absolutely. Maybe it started with 2 or 3, when suddenly all of your generators heard, don't run around so much. Don't be so loud, your defined throats. Yeah. I remember I'm a projector. I have such a sharp eye, and I had shoes which had this shiny, polished top, like black shoes. And I hated it. I hated it whenever there was a scratch in it. It was like, then the thing is done. Whenever there's a stain or a scratch in things, energetically, it's not perfect anymore. And then I feel, because I feel the energy goes different in an item where there is something off. And my family already told me that this is crazy. This is just a scratch. Don't be so, so ita petita, so princess. With 2 or 3 years. So, I mean, and then you sit there and think now about one day, do you still want to, like, this is how I think, and you get a thought. I share you kind of the world in my head. It's like, why? There's no reasonable reason to waste one day longer to worry about what others say, to worry about, oh, would this offer sell, to worry about how your Instagram looks, to worry about how you show up live. Do you think that I prepared for this? I don't care. I'm my open throat is like, I trust myself. You got to hear what you need to hear. And I threw other things in, and I know you're still on. So obviously something is working. Yeah. And it is about ownership. It is about owning who you are, how you are, all of you. And I just had this conversation about emotionality and being emotional and leading yourself through emotion. And it is never the state of ... the state of too loud, the state of too emotional, the state of too confident that is an issue. It is always how we lead with it. If you feel confident and you're arrogant because you still need to protect yourself and you're kind of defending, so the energy behind it matters. Yeah. And then it all comes down to leadership. So everything that I'm talking about more and more is about becoming that woman who has her business, but also the family, also the lifestyle, also the freedom, whatever she wants, and fully independent. And so this is, what does independent mean? Independent means not depending on anything or anyone. And this is exactly gate 14. Gate 14 is about you following the drive, the pull forward in the direction, not depending on anything external, and not even on the money. Because usually, what do I hear from so many of you? Yeah, I would love to have this life, but I don't have the money. Yeah, I want to invest in your program, but I don't have the money. Yeah, I want to do this, but I don't have the time, or I don't have the idea. I don't have this. Like, depending on anything external is giving your power away. So this week is super important. We have a full moon on Friday, and it is an eclipse. It's the longest eclipse. What did I hear? The longest eclipse since Middle Age, something really long ago. I forgot the year. Doesn't matter. It was a long time ago. What full moons are is ending. What eclipses are is bringing stuff up, so that the shadow. So what will come up is relationship, money issues, relationship issues, direction issues, even your relationship with yourself, even your relationship with money, even your relationship with your business, with your clients. Things will come to an end. And then it's upon you. Do you keep moving forward? Do you trust yourself? Do you really follow? Are you the owner of your life? And most of you are not. You have not fully ownership because you let anything, you depend on anything external. Only thing that you can rely and depend on is your authority. And it is about authority. Authority is sovereignty. Doing whatever it takes, as long as it takes, no matter what everyone else, your husband included, thinks of you. How many women are relying on affirmation, confirmation, support of people in their life who are not even in their sovereignty? If someone is not further ahead of me or has what I have, I do not fully, not at all, not to this little point, care about what they say. If I cannot learn from them, I don't really hear from them, because there's no, unless they fully support me in terms of, go, I don't understand what you're doing, but go do it. I support you. I just cheer you on. Amazing. So, and that's the confidence that I want to charge all of you with, because I want you to succeed. I like the gate 14, I have it active, and everyone who has it active, and I was studying my design even more, it is about empowerment. It is the driving force. Can you give me one thought that comes up very openly where you feel triggered right now? Where you feel like, oh shit, yeah, she got me on this point. Let's be very, I mean, it's just us. You're in my world, in my little community. There are not a lot of people. So give me some, I'm a projector, so invite me to coach you a little bit, to pick certain beliefs apart, and let's shift that. That's my biggest gift, to just see right through your bullshit and help you see you in your true potential that I see. And so this gate is about you stepping into your purpose, into direction, and contributing to the whole collective. And through you doing something that fills you up, that lights you up, you contribute to the collective, and you will always be supported with money, with whatever, time, with people. And what this is all about, this time now, from eclipse and also the full moon, there is another, we are in an eclipse season, so there will be a new moon on the October, on December 3rd, and this intensity is till the end of the year. And if you cannot navigate this intensity, it will be hard for you. The intensity between the old wanting to pull you down, the sandbags, and this moving forward. So what's your thoughts? Where do you lean in? And then go and get a mentor, get support that reminds you who you really are and kicks you back into gear. Because I know what you really want, and it's not settling. So this is actually what's happening right now, is preparing you for your stage. Have you asked, what is it that you claim to the universe? Depending too much on opinions of others and having massive mindset blocks when it comes to spending money. I would say in investing money, you never spend, you invest. Fenya, where is the mindset block around investing? I haven't been live in a while, and you see how much I love going live. So I could go and go and go on, but I'm already live since nearly an hour, but I would be happy to kind of chat a little bit and answer questions. That I don't go all in every time I show up bolder. I cave in afterwards. Okay, Eva, we need to talk about this in Voxer. I also, if I want to trigger you, as I watched your whole masterclass yesterday, it was good. And I have a couple of things. So things to adjust. By the way, as I was watching, if as my one-on-one client, she does 6 weeks Voxer with me. So by the way, if you feel activated by this and you go like, go girl, I want to be in your energy until the rest of the year, message me. I have Voxer only support. That's the lowest investment to work with me one-on-one until the end of the year, to really boost you and kick you into your next level self and not lean in. I have a couple of spots on Voxer opening up. So actually this week. So if you are interested in that, you can totally message me. It will blow your mind. In 3 minutes, I will flip your business upside down and your beliefs inside out, and you will be a totally different woman, and your income will reflect that quickly. So yesterday, especially when it comes to sales, I have the Defined Heart and the Entrepreneur channel, which is all about selling and marketing and messaging. And so I watched Eva's masterclass and saw and observed and audited how she sold at the end of the masterclass. And I was like, that could be an amazing offer that I just watch all of you selling, how you sell on Insta stories or on your master classes, and then I give you feedback and coach you about it, because I now have a credible structure. My third eye, a script, how you can structure your master class and sell at the end in a very lean back, confident way, but very converting. I think you're going to create something about this. If you were interested, you can message me. If you want me audit you selling and give you some feedback, we can totally do that. That lights me up. I have fun doing that. Fenya says, Fenya, drop your mindset block. Hope says, what do I need to ask myself to find out what my unique power is? I feel like that my communication is not activating others as I don't find the right words. So Hope, the question is more about, what is it that you really want to say? Like if you were fully feel seen and heard, like on the couch with a glass of wine when you get really sassy and confident and like, you know what? And I always say, how do you talk to your clients behind the scenes? What is it that you really say? And this is what I am super good at, to bring that out into the forefront of your business, in your Instagram, on your stories, in your messaging, like the uncensored, unfiltered, unapologetic version of Hope. Like if you walk through me and you tell me the real shit and the real things, how you really see the world, and really allow yourself to go there and take this outside, just drop in the comments. What is it that you're fired up and that you always talk about it with your clients or with someone else that you really trust? And you are like, oh no, I cannot talk about this online. No, who am I? That's where your powers is. And then of course, when I look at your chart, I can see your defined centers, I can see your profile. This is how we externalize. And we speak through our throat center. And when I look at your defined centers and your open centers, and I get to know you a little bit and hear how you're talking, I hear where the conditioning and the blockages are, and then we can work with that. But first, ask yourself the question, okay, if I already had the millions on the bank account, what would I talk about? What would I talk about? Definitely right with the kick me into the next level part. Definitely. And then why, Eva, why do you hide? Why do you shrink down? So what is really important for you to understand is that the eclipse will bring up some things, and it is all preparing you for what you have claimed. So what is it that you have claimed? What is it that you want to create? There will be some things coming up that you need to clear to fully be in integrity with that. So watch that. So I love to heal people with my energy sessions. I adore to give people their face to step the fuck up, creating bigger visions and execute them. Yeah, so the question is, how much are you living your bigger vision, Hope? How much are you stepping the fuck up? Where is it that you are not fully in your phase? Where is it that you're still playing small? Where are you not all in? What is it that you're not fully all in? If you want to attract all in clients who pay in full, who are super invested, who are don't ask any questions, who are like, yeah, I love your vibe, I love your energy, I love what you're talking about, how can I work with you? You got to be all in and being you, owning that. Even if you fuck things up, it's okay, but owning it and not judging it, not giving it a meaning. Even this leaning down, Eva, not giving it a meaning, it's just information where, like, where's things shaky, and then we can work with it. Okay? Okay, still thinking to need a certificate to work with clients. No, but for my new vision and my one creation, there is none. No, you are the certificate. When people see you living and breathing it, and you're creating the offers and the message and the confidence around it, that's enough. Like, here's the last piece, and then we're going to close it. Certifications and timelines are matrix, are old paradigm. If you're a woman who works with energy and alignment, you cannot build something that should give you limitless freedom and limitless money and abundance and limitless creativity and creations. And then you say, oh, but I set my goals, my little goals at the beginning of the month. And if I don't hit it by the end of the month, by the 30th or 31st, I'm a bad woman. And now I'm counting the days down to the end of the year. And I'm deciding, oh, is it really worth it to start a new project, hire that coach, or go all in into something? Or should I wait till the next year? Because then at the beginning of next year, on January 1st, everything is so fresh and new. It's just a decision, and it's about your timeline. Your timeline, your creation is so different than the mainstream. And so how I scaled my business so fast is that I fully detached from whatever number I hit at the end of the month, and not define my success and my on the level of income I made within a certain framework of days. Do you see how stupid this is? That is little human creating time, which is not even real because the calendar is not really correct, that exists right now. Instead, I feel into my creations. I don't push anything anymore. I don't force to sell anything anymore if I don't feel it. But once something drops, like today, the masterclass, now this live today, I'm in. The masterclass is going to be amazing on Tuesday. The new invitations and offers that I'm going to share are incredible. And I know the woman who also wants to step out of timing, out of time, and goes into timing and alignment and collapse time. How do you collapse time? By breaking the rules and stepping out of that timing and comparing yourself with another coach who makes that amount within these days, because you cannot build something that should give you limitlessness with a limited mindset. It does not work. Do you see that? And so if you want to fully tap into abundance, if you fully want to collapse time, you have to break the rules, every rule that you're living by. And you are living so many rules, by so many rules that you set yourself, not even others, by your own rules and your own business rules. And because what else is there? The rules that they teach you is standard. But collapsing time and creating multiple thousands of $10,000s of dollars or euros or pounds per month cannot be standard. It cannot be created by everyone else and be in a box and in a certain timeline. It must be limitless. And that's what it's about. And where do we find our timeline? It's in your design, and it looks different. And there's a rhythm, there's a divine timing, there's a divine rhythm that we as women and you with your design create. If you're an emotional authority, it looks different for a splenic. Your sacral speaks different to you than the manifestors. And this is what I am here to help you understand and bring into your business. When you have this knowledge, you're way beyond everyone else out there. Okay, so we're going to wrap this up now. That was such a joy. So I would love to hear what comes up throughout the next days. If you want to share something, even if some real shit hits the fan, come here into the group. I'm here. I can support you. You can ask all the questions that you want, but it is about you bring it into the group. I am always here for support. I'm always astounded how little this is used. And there I see like the ambition to grow and to move forward and take everything that I can to support and get better. Such a defined hard thing. So I encourage you to really use everything that you can to get better and live your vision and your desire and your dreams. And if you want deeper support and personalized support, Voxer to the end of the year, or full-on private mentoring, please message me. I'm so lit up to support you. Okay, don't forget to message me for the Big Money Masterclass. Okay, send me big money. I see you next Tuesday, but I will go live the next day. So keep an eye here, follow me on Instagram, and then I see you there. Okay, have a great rest of your day wherever you are. Bye.